All right, good morning, people, YouTube, my Steam followers. Just wanted to give you an update. I did go by my pop's crib yesterday. I told you guys I would go by there to get him set up with Coinbase and get started with the cryptocurrencies. It's been 2 years in the making, but we're finally getting that ball officially on the road. So that ended up going pretty well. We weren't able to get the entire amount that he was allocating to invest in the cryptos. You have to go through a couple verification processes, and at least we got that started for him, and he should be full level 2 or 3 verification by Friday. So that's fine. And you know, who knows, the market may come down even more by that time, so it could be a win-win for him. So I was listening to Jason M4 this morning, and I see that Populous token is starting to trade on exchanges now, or I should say on Ether Delta, for sure on Ether Delta. I'm pretty pissed I didn't get into that because I knew about it. I was out of town that week. That was the week that Status came out. Status had his ICO, and I knew about Populous. But for whatever reason, I never, went through with it. I was going to allocate at that time. Ethereum was about 350, 300, somewhere around there. I was going to allocate about 5 Ethereum to that ICO, 4 to 5, somewhere around there. Actually, it may have been even more if I would have actually pulled the trigger on that. But at any rate, I went to the site, went to their page, and I was out of town. But I was like, oh, I forgot about this ICO. Let me go check it out, see if I can get in the pre-sale, because I knew they had a pre-sale. So I click on the site, go to the pre-sale link, error. Tried like 4 or 5 times. I'm like, okay, what's going on? So I find their Telegram chat room. A couple of the founders were in there. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Your link is broken. I'm trying to get into your pre-sale, and he's like, oh yeah, pre-sale's over. I'm like, okay, so when can I? All right, I'll just wait for your normal ICO, post pre-sale offering. And so he's like, oh no, all the tokens are gone. I'm like, how do you have a pre-sale and you sell all your tokens? That's not a pre-sale, that's an ICO, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. I help me out if I'm understanding this incorrectly, but from my understanding, if you have a pre-sale, you have X amount of tokens allocated for that pre-sale. Once you hit that threshold, boom, pre-sale is done. Everyone else will have to wait until the actual ICO starts. For whatever reason, I don't know what the hell they were doing or how they set theirs up, but they sold all of the floating tokens in their pre-sale, which again, to me that sounds like an ICO. Is not a pre-sale. If you've got all of your tokens up for grabs in the pre-sale. So I'm kind of pissed about that, because I found out today it came out over the weekend, I believe. It was on Ether Delta, and now it's trading at about $4. There are bids at at around $4, $4.50, somewhere like that. The ICO price for this particular token, depending on where you got in, but the max you would have paid for this token was 40 cents. So you do the math. That's 10x return. So, you know, $1,500, $1,200 would have turned into $12,000 for me. And I'm kind of pissed about missing that opportunity. But hopefully, you know, there are some other ICOs that I'm banking on. One in particular, TrueFlip, and I'll go into that in another video. But TrueFlip is a I think a great opportunity because they have a low float as far as the number of tokens they're allocating for the ICO, and also they actually have a working platform that's making revenue for them. So that's interesting, that's exciting, and hopefully that one pans out for me. So I'll let you guys later. Crypto Blood out.